Do you ever wonder why, at age 55 or older, it feels like high blood pressure is just inevitable? We're told it's a natural part of aging, a mandatory rite of passage into your senior years, a condition you simply have to manage with medication and resignation. But what if that belief is completely wrong? What if the reason 74.5% of Americans over the age of 60 have hypertension, according to the CDC, is not about bad luck or genetics? What if it's about a single, hidden habit that has been subtly sabotaging your independence for years? A threat engineered right into your daily routine. You may be taking your medication every morning, believing you are doing everything right to control your numbers. You may have stopped adding salt to your eggs, carefully choosing that low-salt option on the shelf. But still, your blood pressure numbers creep up, or worse, they won't budge no matter how disciplined you try to be. I understand that frustration, that sense of defeat when you feel like you're fighting a losing battle against your own body. But today, we are going to expose the one silent killer that keeps those numbers dangerously high and the food industry silent. The real culprit is not the salt shaker on your dinner table. It's the hidden sodium hiding inside 4 specific foods that you likely buy every week, believing they are safe and healthy allies in your fight for longevity. This hidden sodium is the biggest threat to your longevity and, crucially, to your cognitive freedom. We are taking back control right now. High blood pressure is often described as a heart problem, and it is a major factor in heart failure and attack. But for seniors, the most terrifying unspoken consequence isn't just a heart attack, it's losing your mind. Hypertension is the leading cause of vascular dementia, that slow, terrifying erosion of your memory and cognitive function that steals your past and threatens your future independence. Losing your independence because you can't remember your grandchildren's names or the route home is a far greater fear than any physical ailment. It is the loss of your very self. And the root of this American high blood pressure epidemic, which is significantly higher than in many developed nations, comes down to a fundamental breakdown in our diet and a physiological process we can reverse, called arterial stiffness. Think of your arteries not as flexible, robust tubes, but like old garden hoses left out in the sun for decades. Over time, they lose their elasticity and become rigid. They become stiff and brittle, especially the large arteries near your heart. When they stiffen, your heart has to pump harder using extreme force to push blood through those rigid pipes. That intense, constant force is measured as your high blood pressure. It is a sign your heart is straining just to keep up. Now imagine what happens when you add excessive sodium into this already stressed system. Sodium acts like a powerful internal force, creating water retention throughout your bloodstream that amplifies the pressure on those stiff arteries. It's like turning up the water main on those brittle pipes, guaranteeing damage. The CDC clearly states that the average American consumes sodium far above the maximum recommended limit of 2,300 milligrams a day. For those managing hypertension, the ideal is closer to 1,500 milligrams. And where is this excessive sodium coming from? It's not from the pinch of salt you use when cooking dinner. It's from the massive hidden volume of sodium in the industrial food supply designed for convenience, stability, and addictive taste, all of which require massive amounts of hidden sodium. If you're over 55, your body is exponentially more sensitive to this toxic overage of sodium, and your stiffening arteries bear the immediate, damaging burden. We need to uncover these silent killers. Because once you eliminate these 4 specific culprits from your weekly shopping list, you begin to break the cycle of arterial stiffness and restore your vital vascular health. This section is dedicated to the 4 innocent-looking foods that are secretly sabotaging your blood pressure control every single week. These foods are deceptive because they often sit right next to genuinely healthy items in the grocery store, or they are marketed heavily for their other benefits, like convenience or protein content. Hidden Killer 1, the deceptive snack. I'm talking about canned and boxed soups. For many seniors, soup seems like the perfect light, warm, and easy meal. It is a comforting staple. If you're managing muscle health, maybe you look for a high-protein broth. believing you are making the perfect choice. If you have trouble chewing, it's the ultimate in convenient and easy digestion. But turn over that label and look closely at the milligram count. A single can of some popular vegetable or chicken noodle soups can contain a shocking 1,000 milligrams of sodium and sometimes even more. That is nearly half of your entire sodium allowance for a healthy person, and far over the daily limit for someone managing diagnosed hypertension. This isn't soup. It's a concentrated sodium shockwave. It's a guaranteed blood pressure spike. You're trying to nurture your body, but you are inadvertently flooding your system with the very thing that makes your stiff arteries work harder and accelerates the decay of your blood vessels. The problem is simply the preservation process. Sodium is the cheapest and most effective way to preserve taste and texture in a liquid, shelf-stable product for months or even years. The companies aren't hiding it. They are simply relying on you not to check the fine print or understand the sheer volume of sodium they must use to keep that product tasting fresh. Hidden Killer 2, the breakfast trap. This one is shocking, and it's something nearly every American home buys. Industrial sliced bread and breakfast cereals. You've been trained to look for whole wheat or multigrain labels, believing you're making a healthy choice because of the fiber content. But sodium is used aggressively in baking, not just for flavor, but because it controls the yeast, manages the fermentation process, and creates that soft, appealing, shelf-stable texture. 2 simple slices of many common supermarket sandwich breads can hide as much sodium as a small bag of salty potato chips. Think about the compounding effect of that. A seemingly innocent turkey sandwich on 2 slices of whole wheat bread, combined with a little condiment, is already stacking up hundreds of milligrams of sodium before you even add the protein. When you start your day with a bowl of seemingly healthy multigrain flakes, you might be adding another 200 or 300 milligrams right there. It's a perfect trap. A quick, convenient breakfast is secretly designed to push your sodium intake to dangerous levels before noon, leaving you playing catch-up for the rest of the day. Hidden Killer 3, the dairy deception. This is what I call the protein trap, and it is a painful betrayal of good intentions. For seniors, protein is vital for combating sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss. It is a non-negotiable part of your diet. So, many people conscientiously reach for dairy options like cottage cheese, knowing it's a powerhouse of slow-digesting protein. It's high in protein, easy to eat, and feels substantial and satisfying. But it carries a massive, unadvertised sodium penalty. Check the label on a standard cup of cottage cheese. Just a half-cup serving, a typical small portion, can easily contain between 380 to 460 milligrams of sodium. That is nearly a third of your maximum recommended daily intake if you are actively managing hypertension. Why? Because salt is an essential part of the cheese-making process. It helps preserve the curd, stabilize the liquid, and enhances the flavor profile that keeps you coming back for more. You are trying to be proactive about your muscle health, diligently working against sarcopenia, but with every spoonful of this protein, you are simultaneously spiking your blood pressure, directly increasing your risk of stroke. This is a profound and frustrating trade-off, and one of the biggest blind spots in senior nutrition. You need to know this truth because you cannot win the blood pressure war while falling for this specific protein trap. Hidden Killer 4, the convenience trap, sauces and dressings. This killer sabotages your most well-intentioned meals. Bottled salad dressings, ketchup, and marinades. You decide to make a fresh, heart-healthy salad. Lots of greens, some tomatoes, maybe a little grilled chicken. You feel proud of your clean eating choices. The health potential of that plate is off the charts. Then, you pour a generous amount of your favorite bottled salad dressing on top. Just 2 tablespoons of many commercial dressings can add 250 to 350 milligrams of sodium. This is done to preserve it and make the flavor pop. If you use more than 2 tablespoons, which most people do unconsciously, you have suddenly turned your healthy, clean salad into a dangerous sodium overload. The same applies to condiments like ketchup, barbecue sauce, or pre-made taco seasoning packets. These items are shelf-stable and engineered to have a powerful, addictive flavor profile, which almost always means one thing: an irresponsible amount of hidden salt used as a primary preservative. You think you are eating clean and healthy, yet these convenience condiments are quietly undermining every single health goal you have, making your blood pressure medication fight a losing battle. The great news is that breaking this cycle is simpler than you think. You do not need expensive cookbooks or exotic ingredients. You simply need to master two powerful, inexpensive strategies: label literacy and potassium power. Rule 1. Become a label literacy master. The food industry can trick you with labels like natural or whole grain, but they can't legally lie about the contents. Your first line of defense is simply reading the fine print before it enters your shopping cart. Look specifically for the sodium content in milligrams and, most importantly, the serving size. Do not be fooled by a low number per serving if the serving size is unrealistically small. Don't just check the percentage. Check the actual milligrams of sodium per serving. A smart senior shopper looks for one of three keywords: low sodium, which means less than 140 milligrams per serving; reduced sodium, which is often better than the original version, but still requires checking; or best of all, no salt added. Make the conscious choice to put back any product where one single serving exceeds 200 milligrams of sodium. This single habit will cut your daily intake by hundreds of milligrams overnight and immediately reduce the pressure on your arteries. Rule 2. The 4 simple swaps. We eliminate the 4 hidden killers by replacing them with healthier, equally convenient options that still satisfy your need for flavor and ease. Swap 1. From canned soup to homemade broth. Stop buying those sodium-laden boxed soups and instead purchase or make a simple vegetable or bone broth. Use fresh herbs, garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper for flavor. Add your own low-sodium chicken or vegetables, and you now control the salt. Swap 2. From industrial bread to sprouted grain. Look specifically for low-sodium whole wheat or sprouted grain breads that explicitly list the sodium content per slice. These often contain only 50 to 80 milligrams of sodium per slice, which is a massive improvement that stabilizes your blood pressure. If you have time, baking your own small loaf is the ultimate control and cuts sodium dramatically. Swap 3. From cottage cheese to Greek yogurt. Instead of sodium-heavy cottage cheese, switch to plain Greek yogurt or ricotta cheese. Greek yogurt still packs the critical protein punch you need for muscle health, but contains significantly less sodium per serving. Flavor it with fresh berries, cinnamon, or a drizzle of natural honey instead of relying on salt for taste. Swap 4. From bottled dressings to vinegar and oil. Master the simple, elegant 3-part dressing that is naturally low in sodium. Quality olive oil, a good vinegar like balsamic or apple cider, and a touch of fresh lemon juice. Flavor it with black pepper, garlic powder, or oregano. You eliminate all the hidden sodium and add heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that actively benefit your arteries. Rule 3. Unleashing potassium power. Sodium is a vasoconstrictor. It tightens your blood vessels and accelerates arterial stiffness. Potassium is its natural opposite. It's a vasodilator, helping to relax and open up your arteries, effectively lowering your blood pressure naturally. The more sodium you eat, the more potassium your body needs to balance the scales and flush the excess sodium out of your system. Focus on incorporating potassium-rich foods naturally into your diet every day. Think sweet potatoes, which are nutrient powerhouses, bananas, spinach, beans, and avocados. These foods are your natural pharmacy, working overtime to neutralize the sodium threat. This is how you build a natural defense against arterial stiffness and the American sodium epidemic. You attack the problem by removing the hidden sodium and strengthening your body with natural counteragents like potassium. You now know the truth. The high blood pressure crisis in the U.S., particularly among seniors, is not just a result of getting older. It's a direct result of being caught in the convenience trap of hidden sodium in foods marketed as healthy. You have the power to break free from this cycle, to protect your mind and your body, and to defy the expectations of aging. By eliminating the 4 hidden killers and becoming a master of your food labels, you are not just lowering a number, you are protecting your mind from vascular dementia, preserving your mobility, and securing your future independence. This is the first step toward a stronger, healthier, and more secure retirement. You deserve that peace of mind. Now let's talk about the next step in this vital journey. Reducing sodium is crucial, but it's only half the battle against arterial stiffness. There is one simple vitamin that leading longevity researchers recommend to directly fight the hardening of your arteries. It is the missing piece of the puzzle that even the DASH diet often overlooks, and it is inexpensive and highly effective. Click the link on your screen now to watch our next video. Forget DASH diet, the one simple vitamin that kills arterial stiffness. Surgeon approved. Don't let your arteries stiffen another day. You deserve to be strong and independent. We've all been tricked by healthy labels. What is the one processed food you thought was safe, but you're now going to eliminate? Share your hidden sodium story below. Let's build a community of independent, healthy seniors. This content is for informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your physician or other qualified health provider before making any changes to your diet or starting any new treatment.